I'm going to play with two ideas now. So I need you to watch carefully, because if you watch the way I'm teaching, I connect ideas. There's no idea that is left in isolation. I'm trying to connect the ideas together. Now, let's say I have, you're giving 11/4 plus, let's say you have 3/4. Now, this number is given to you in what is called the improper fraction, or given to you as an improper fraction, because I'm going to be processing what I'll be thinking in my head before I solve the problem. This is called an improper fraction. So the word decompose would mean to write an improper fraction as a mixed number. So if I'm giving 11/4, I'll be required to decompose it to a mixed number. So although in your text it says decompose the mixed number, the mixed number is also an improper fraction. So let's look at the extent to this. I'll have to rewrite this. I will get what? 2 whole number 3/4. Now, when I want to add, I'll have to break this into the whole and this is the whole number part. This is the fraction part. So it's after I've gotten this, I can now add this to this. So this fraction will now read 2 whole number 3/4 plus 3/4. I seen it. Then remember our rule, you can only add when the denominators are the same. So this will give me 2/4, and then I'll add these two together, that'll be 6. 3 plus 3 will give you what? 6. And after that, you're going to have that what? Look at this, but there's a challenge here. This is 6/4. This is what? 6/4. So I can still simplify this one. This will be 2 plus, what is 6/4? I can get 1/4 and be left with 2. So this will be 1 whole number 2/4. 6/4 means that this is already an improper fraction. So I need to write it as a mixed number. So that means I can get 1/4 out of there. That's 1 whole number. And then I'll be left with 2 while dividing by 4. So my final answer becomes what? 3 whole number 2/4. Now, I can simplify this further, but I've intentionally left my answer that way. I'm intentional about leaving my answer that way, because in subsequent classes I will explain how you can reduce to the lowest term. It's not about reducing to the lowest term, but that's not what I'm worried about right now. I can do this, although I don't usually encourage it. Another student can do this. Okay, the denominators are the same. So another student can say, okay, I'm going to start with 4. Then, because we said that to add, the denominators must be. Then I add my numerator. This will give me 14. Then the next thing I'll check will be how many 4 can I get from 14? And if I check carefully, I can get up to 3. And 3 times 4 is 12. So that means I can take 12 away from 14 and be left with what? 2/4. What do you notice? You notice that the answer I've gotten here and here are the same. So it depends on which method works out for you, or what you can see first. Depends on what you can see first. So somebody can see it first, and they can see this method first. Whichever method you use, you're good to go.